What's going on, guys? Haxa here with another episode of Skul the Hero Slayer, and today we're gonna be getting into, let's take Swordsman. It's been a little bit since I took him. Sets us up for a potential bleed run, which would be cool. And partner Skul. Who are we taking? Let's take Pikeman, who also has a pretty interesting potential bleed run. Now, not an easy bleed run to get, because when you're playing Pikeman, I would say you need not just one but two Thorny Pauldrons to get a decent Pikeman bleed build. But there are cool stuff you can do with bleed Pikeman. And also nothing to say about how good Pikeman is in the early game. He's like one of the better early game Skuls that you can have. And even though Swordsman doesn't have an active AoE swap, he's still actually pretty good in the early game, because while his swap doesn't provide immediate value, it lets him apply bleed more often, and that does make him it's like a pseudo AoE swap in a weird way, where it basically expands your power, and that's kind of all you needed to do. So let's take that for extra money generation. And as I've been saying lately, I'm taking early Skul rooms, not because I think it's the right thing to do, but because I think it's the fun thing to do, because it can lead to potential dupes, and I'm way overdue for a Skul dupe, so I'm kind of in my fun pill era. Also, is this the third room or the second room? I think it's the second room. Yeah, I think it is the second room, so this will be the third room. See if we can get a high roll door count run on this one. Would be nice. There's the remaining one. I don't think this is a Skul room, right? If it is a Skul room, we have a potential dupe chance here, but I think this is a money room. Could have been the last room where the remaining one shows up, but no. And I'm pretty sure this is a low roll door count run, especially based off the resources that I have. Yeah, it's a money room. We leave the remaining one in this cage because of that, because letting out the remaining one early. Ooh. See, now that's my Achilles heel, is early ninja. Sorry, guys. Look, man, temptation strikes again. I'm a fan. If we can get ability spam items, that's like my preference on this character. But there's a lot of things you can do with ninja. Now, duel being one of those things, not so sure about that. Could we take kobold here? I guess. It's like some form of money generation. God, there's like something in my eye and it will fuck off. Get out of my eye, dude. I did just wake up. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm a little lethargic, so I'll get woken up as the run goes. Especially if it starts becoming a banger. If it becomes undeniable. Boop. Okay, I wanted to also kobold her, but that's fine. Can I have your legendary? That's an ability spam item, so I'll take it, but I did ask for your legendary, and I did not get it, so kinda cringe. A little cringe. But you're cringe all the time, so let's see if we can get this kobold here. We did, but we didn't get a gold vein, or did I? I might have gotten a gold vein and just destroyed it too quickly. Yeah, this is one where we got two of these guys. I don't know how or why that happens. I don't think it happens in every single instance of this map. It's very strange. Either that, or I just sometimes don't notice it, but I'm fairly fucking sure sometimes you only get one of those guys. It's like the only map I can think of where that's a thing that can happen. Every other time, map spawns are just consistent. Hedge your bets a little bit. Like, the Misfortune Omen is a very strong crit item. If you have the right setup, that is. Okay, I just missed getting the Vayne proc there. Yeah! So even though we don't have gold percent gain yet, we actually have a decent amount of money for this shop here. Okay, well, the dual legendary, what is it? Indomitable Will? Yeah, that kind of fucked me over there with getting gold veins. It is what it is. Beggars can't be choosers here. Let's see if we can get something decent. I'm gonna fucking be greedy, dude. I'll be greedy. Might end up regretting that later. We'll see. Gold percent gain, please. Yeah. That's what it's all about, man. We still have the chance to find, for one, the remaining one again, but also the Fox NPC, so we take a Skul room. Yeah. I will be taking my gold vein now, please. I'll be taking my gold vein, please. Thank you. That's 2. One more for the road. Oh, shit. Well, I fucked that one up, but... Okay, 3 out of 4 is pretty good, dude. I can't complain. We're doing good on cash. Alright, just making sure. On a low roll door run especially, you kind of got to make sure you get all your treasure min maxes, because we're going to be struggling for money. Who's gonna be my gold vein producer today? You! And you. Both of you, actually. Yep. They know their place. When I say jump, they say how high. It's just... It's the order of the world. As for this Yiggy fight, I think we're probably gonna see his ult. We're doing a lot of damage, but... I don't know how fast we're doing the damage. Maybe I'm wrong. I'd like to be wrong. It's really hard to hit him when he's moving around with my ninja skills. Basically, we'd be seeing the Yiggy ult here, and this is where we have his HP, so... I'm not confident. I gotta be careful, I have an omen. Just give him some respect. If I don't think we're beating the Yiggy ult, then I should especially slow down. So maybe. Alright, cool. Ninja's just that good, dude. He's undeniable. What do you got? Ooh. Okay, this is a pretty good chest. I'm taking, of course, the Solar Sword, but there were 3 good quints in there. Okay, it's way too early for this, and I'm definitely not taking this right now, so no curse for me. Take gold reliable. Weapon of arms is something you can only take in like the mid to late game if you have a run that looks like it's finished being built already. which takes some amount of like game knowledge to understand. Like if a run looks like it's done being built, but like if you watch me enough, you know the kinds of things to look for. Look for archetype defining items. Like if you're trying to build a Billy Spam item run, you know, look for like Mana Tick Gravity Generator, Mage's Necklace. If you're lucky, obviously like Olive Tree Cudgel, stuff like that. If you have these items like this, then you can probably take Weapon of Arms, although if you're playing especially Billy Spam items, it will be questionable how strong a Weapon of Arms would even be, because you're probably not going to have all of the inscriptions that you'd want. Whereas Invisible or Crown of Thorn, oh my god, fuck, crit items, you have like Invisible Knife, which has like Hidden Blade on it, which is one of the inscriptions that works with Weapon of Arms. So I think you're more likely to be able to take Weapon of Arms on a crit item run than a Billy Spam items run. Either way, not something you can take willy-nilly, but you have seen me take it recently with pretty good success. There are times where it is a viable pick. Really? Okay. I even see how. Oh, I'm dumb. I don't know. For some reason, I thought Judgment only hit on top of the enemy for like a microsecond there. Just for me being dumb and barely awake. Can I get you with my thing? Nope. I can certainly get you. Actually, I'm not gonna want to risk it. We're already kind of low. You though. We have a decent amount of money for this shop. I do have to buy food, I think. You stay hidden. Or broken, I mean. Give me that. What are you? Nothing good. We don't care for any of this. No. Yes. There we go. Alright, so our money problem should be over moving forward. We'll do one more refresh and get the Fulgent done. This can go. Alright. You know, we're like kind of got like random bullshit go right now, but that doesn't matter because the random bullshit's kind of good. Random bullshit go kind of works when the shit's good. And we're well on our way to like greatness. We got the makings of a real genuine Skul here. We're actually not jumping. Okay, well. I wasn't not enjoying the fact that she wasn't jumping, so maybe I should have kept my mouth shut, but hopefully we get a decent Quint soon that is not this one, because I'm not looking to have Kobold the whole run. Though I suppose I was offered good Quints and said no, so if I'm stuck with Kobold by the end, that's just the way the cookie crumbles. No, thanks for making it easy for me. I don't want that. I was thinking in my head, I hope this doesn't become a hell run out of nowhere. Not that I wouldn't rise to the occasion, but I don't know if that's how I want to start my day. I'm taking it. I'm in shambles. Take that. I'll be taking my gold vein now, please. Or not. It's still money, though. Especially with gold percent gain. Oh my god. I'm getting my shit beat. Maybe I shouldn't have this omen right now. Alright, I'm locking in for the adventurers, dude. If I lose my last resistance here, it's not the end of the world. I'd rather not, but if it happens, we'll be okay. Okay, so she's gonna ult here. Barely stopped her, but That's more than enough for me. Should be easier now. Watch out for the ninja. Not quite. Oh, come on, dog. Alright, cool. Now we're gonna wait for him, see if we can get a gold vein. Yes, sir. None of these legendaries I'm interested in, so this is where they'll show up, of course, naturally. This is where we say goodbye to Kobold, because I'm more than happy with the Cyclops. It is one of the defensive quints that doesn't get enough praise from people. It's not one of the best defensive quints, don't get it twisted, but it is more than adequate. And defensive quints, in my opinion, are always going to be my preference over offensive quints. So that's why I enjoy this quintessence. It's like, if I don't have another option for a defensive quint and it's there, fuck it, dog. We ball. You gotta go, sir. You become a problem. You always were a problem. Ooh. Okay. Combo quick step. That's the good one. It's champion time, guys. So with champion, crit items is definitely the preference. A Raj damage percent build could be fun too on this character. Very interesting. You could probably make a Billy Spam item champion run work too, as long as you mostly play around quick step. He just doesn't have enough energy generation, in my opinion, to really make a Billy Spam items work. And most of his skills are terrible. It's like, if you have quick step and you're trying to play a Billy Spam items, you have no reason to ever alternate your skills. Yeah, champion, you know, as much as I enjoyed playing this character, he really is just a mess. And I always encourage people who like this character to be honest about his state in the game. Not that it even matters anymore, because they're done making this game. We're not getting any more updates. At least not until they're done with whatever they're working on. They didn't roll out more Skul updates, but they said they're focusing on what they're currently working on. So, point being is, we're not getting changes, man. Champion is stuck like this. It's really sad, but that doesn't mean he's not fun, and that doesn't mean he also can't do good things. He's perfectly capable of doing good things, as we'll hopefully demonstrate here. I want those bone shards, and I also want my wife. And I want the heal. So now we're working with 6,000. We can break this for money, leave that there so it doesn't appear down here, and take the Giga Gold percent gain. Don't mind if I do, man. What are we getting here? There's an ability swim item that we can take and be happy with. What are you? Treasure. Okay. Interesting. I don't think that's the way to go, but it's funny to think about. Alright, we never got a bone pouch. That's mean. Oh, there we go. And I didn't mean pouch. I meant flask. And there's one there. And I can sell all these items, I believe, to get it. So. Yes, sir. Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you for the bone shards, for this beautiful bounty. That's not a terrible item, but I don't think it's enticing enough to actually take, so we're just gonna move on. Be happy that we got Medusa, and also this, which In Act 3, these are a scam, but here, we can actually do this and try and get the legendary item. This is no Act 3 scam. This is real. Come over here, you. 439 gold. For an olive tree cudgel. Alright, so this is definitely an ability spam items run at this point. It's like not even a question. Seed check. Oh wait, I'm not playing modded. Oh my god. Wait a second. Okay, so I can't restart this run. I forgot to launch my modded client. We're playing modless, which means that all the fixes that I'm used to aren't on right now. So that means the Spokesman of the Mist NPC is broken. The slime is broken, so I actually have to think about dupe odds and like how to rig a dupe, which is not something I ever talk about because it's not normally something I'm dealing with. What else? What else isn't? I mentioned Spokesman of the Mist. Spokesman of the Mist is broken. I can't get damage amp from Spokesman of the Mist. I think that's most of the important stuff. But yeah, I don't have the menu. I'm pressing F2 and nothing's happening, so this one is like unquestionably, you know, like even if someone thinks I'm like a cheater or whatever, this time it's like, I guess he's not this time. This is the one time he's not, even though he just got the olive tree cudgel. Not that anyone ever has accused me of, well, okay, way back in the day, I got accused of cheating like once. Very early on. This was like before I had 1,000 subscribers. It was really funny. I think about that a lot. It was great. It's like, how am I gonna cheat in this fucking game, dog? Back then the cheat menus didn't even exist. And back then I wasn't even that, like, I'm way better at the game than I was back then. It's just funny to me. Like, why would I cheat at this? You're cheating at this 4-year-old game that only a small handful of people think about anymore, so you can be considered the best among a community of like 500 people. It's like, oh, you got me. It's like Walter White when he like tries to like play off the fucking Walt Whitman thing. I put my hands in the air, I'm like, you got me. I'm a fucking cheater. I'm a fucking fraud. Yeah, we need attack speed. We're gonna be looking for our old pal. Actually, well, this isn't a crit item run. Actually, speaking of this not being a crit item run, this needs to go soon. It's only brought me trouble. Wait, we need to be careful because Fulgent Dawn, yeah, you need to kill me, sister. Hurry up. Oh, God. Okay, good. Just on time. So now our olive tree cudgel is fully awoken. After I think she does. We're going to hear another wah wah. Yeah. Alright, so there's a full olive tree cudgel. Completely woke up. Pretty shitty Leona chest, but we, you know, it's what we expect in this community. It's the classic. There's not even a unique there. I think this is a rare. Yes, okay. We'll take the rare money. We have 3 gold % gain items, so it's like we're making maximum money. No. Let's just take this. Alright. Not too bad. We're gonna upgrade the ninja. And then we're done, actually. I forgot we had a Nat Legendary for a second. So now our ninja is absolutely ballin'. We got the skills we want too. It's like, man, this run's just... It's everything I could hope for. Because this is my favorite archetype. I'm already very strong in this archetype at this stage of the run. Like, this is just exactly my kind of Skul run. I think we even kill him before he gets up. Yup, idiot. I still don't know how it works. I think it's just like, if you deal enough damage to him, that you kill him. But I don't know. It's so weird. It's such a strange enemy type. Now, here's where the game gives me all the bone shards in the universe. Like straight up, just, okay, well, that's money, but all the bone shards in the whole world, to me. That's what I'm hoping for. That's what I'm dreaming of. I think the game is kind enough to seek pity on me. Okay, you're up. That's great. Alright, he isn't too tough. We have to go into the pit of shame, which is fine by me. More money generation. Though I do have to treat this pit seriously. Easy. Not too bad. One thing I definitely need to do is just ditch this, I need to ditch this, this omen here, because it's not helping me. Get rid of this, buy this. Now we see where the cards fall. Technically an ability spam item, just not one I have too much love for. Although, it does fit with this. I'm not... Actually, I am ready to get rid of Treasure 4. We're far enough ahead. Now the offensive wheels here, which makes me even want to further get rid of Treasure 4. Without, of course, forgetting the min-max. We're going to be swapping a lot on this run. I think offensive wheel can do good work. Alright, man. I'm kind of vibed up on this run. Look at this. It's looking like the perfect, it's looking like the perfect run for a apple. We'll see if we keep the stigma balls until the end of the run. I'm not the biggest fan of it. Man, I wish I had my my dev menu stuff. Oh, let's take this opportunity to juggle items. So when it comes to regular dupe odds, if you have 9 items in your inventory, the slime will favor certain item slots, and I believe those item slots are 2, 5, 9. So you want to juggle items that you want to see duped the most into those slots. So here, perfect. Here, is that what I want to see duped? I think I'd be okay with this being duped. This, on the other hand, no. So to maximize the odds for getting a good dupe, I want to take the item I want and juggle it there. So we're going to drop this. The item I want to see duped the most there is this. And now we have the items in the perfect spots, and we can just delete this because we don't actually care about it. Just using it as a means to juggle for future reference. And now we move on. I still haven't gotten the item at the top of the Dark Quartz pedestal. Okay, interesting. That is actually interesting. We can get rid of our treasure. So that puts me at a potential duel plus. Both would be good. I think I would still prefer the apple, but if it becomes a duel plus run, fine by me. Duel plus, as long as we have high damage percent in both directions, we'll do good work. Or we could just make it a monotype physical run. Harpy's here, we love to see her. Even though we got rid of our treasure for it, we're not hurting for bone shards at all. Yeah, this seems like it's going to become more of a ninja run, unfortunately. I say, like, I hate the character, but, like, I just wish Champion would have gotten a once-over before they decided to move on from this game, because he really is just terrible. And he used... back in the day, Champion used to be a really good ability spam item character, and then they changed him for no reason. It just made him worse. I miss the good old days. It might even be worth it to get rid of the Champion and take this. I won't, though. I know there's people who like Champion. And I like Champion, for the record. Just... he is in an unfortunate state. I really wish he was better. There's a mod that I made, or I didn't make it, Mr. Bakanudo made it, but he made it at my suggestions. It's on the Thunder store that implements some changes to Champion to make him a little bit better. But it still doesn't fix him, it just makes him better. The problem with Champion, in my opinion, is he plays way too much like Mage does. That's like at his core gameplay is like he plays so similarly to Mage, but he's missing a lot of the quality of life things that make Mage usable. Like Mage has multiple points to generate his energy, whereas Champion only has the one, and it's his basic attack, and it is just not good. It's not enough. It's just an unfortunate state of affairs. Excuse me, by the way. Excusez-moi. Oh. Well, I'm full HP anyway. But if I wasn't, my YouTube audience would have yelled at me. The Champion will become better once we max out our Skul cooldown and attack speed. But not like, he's still Champion, dude. Nope. That's why we love Medusa. Break me out of jail and put me right back in. You gotta be careful once you use the Medusa, because like he does come right back after you. But if you're smart and not dumb like me, you can use Medusa to break out of situations like that. Alright. Technically an ability spam item, but we don't care. What do you got up here? Nothing good. Alright, what are we looking for? I'll know it when I see it. Nothing. The real question is... oh, let's get Rapidity. The real question is, at the end of the day, am I going for the apple or am I going for duel? And I'm not quite sure yet. That's why I didn't go duel for it. Alright, there's Spokesman. We can't get damage amp from Spokesman, unfortunately, because I don't got my mods on. But we can get like crit rate, max HP, attack speed. Yep. I'll take crit rate, even though it doesn't really help me that much. It's whatever. I think it's the worst thing we could have gotten there. The wheels doing immaculate work here. Interesting. What would go? We don't have good magic scaling, but what I could do is get rid of this, since I don't care for it anyway. I think I'm going to. That means we're probably going dual plus, which is fine. It's possible by the end of this run I go in monotype direction. We'll see. Because the only magic item we have is this. Technically this. What would be enough to replace the mage's necklace for me? I'm trying to think. I don't know. We'll know when we see it, as I usually say. Dude, we are so strong. Get the fuck out of my face. None of this would be those things that I'm looking for. Break the legendary and be on our way. I'll take a shyness or an OCD, please. None of that's what I'm asking for. You're kind of starting to make me cringe, game. I don't think you want to make me cringe. You won't like me when I'm cringing. Okay. Do some damage scaling here. Let me out. Let me out of this cage. You can't keep me cooped up forever. How much damage we're doing, man. Good luck to the game is what I'm saying. Did the wheel kill this guy? I'm so glad we got my favorite ninja skills. For ability spam items, you cannot do better than these two skills. I'd say for most of the time, you can't do better than these two skills. Alright. So the shops are coming really quickly. Let's just buy Duel Plus on the pedestal. There's not too much. We'll take the purple flurp. Item-wise, I am looking for a pivot away from these magic items, but if I can't find them, the magic items will do just fine. Also, something worth mentioning, I mention it a lot when I go through this room. If you're trying to awaken something like a Evil Sword Kyrian, do not jump on those ballistas because they will take your kills and not give you credit for something like Demonomicon or Evil Sword Kyrian. And we have an Evil Sword Kyrian that we're trying to awaken, so it's never been more relevant. We do have... we don't have any crit items. We do have crit rate, but we're mostly dealing damage off our items, so... If this was a raw damage percent run, though, that would be pretty cool. It sucks that my all of my skill cooldown and attack speed does nothing for my champion. There's our Evil Sword, though. The champion's going to be a lot better now. Because we are forced to use our basic attack on our champion. And whenever we are forced to use our basic attack on our champion, he will now be doing a lot more. We also have a lot more damage percent, too. See there? Champion's doing work. I think this run is a really good demonstration of my issues with Champion, because something I'm always talking about with Champion is the fact that you're kind of you're forced to choose between either using your basic attacks to build up your energy and then cast your skills, which means you can't use the down attack, or you're using your down attack, which makes you just use your basic attack and not cast your skills. And then he's just like a very below average basic attacker at that point. So with Champion, like his inherent flaw is just like he's awkward. This isn't the issue with Mage, because Mage has multiple means of gaining energy, whereas Champion just has literally using his basic attack and that's it. I don't know why they didn't foresee this as a problem, but they didn't. Normally I complain when I see her, by the way, but we're so strong I don't even have to give a fuck. She's ease. Moving on. Alright, give me my bone shot, or give me my arachnid scaling, please. Getting up there with our damage percent. Give me bone shards. That's all I care about. Although, slime NPC. No, that's the halfling. If we find the slime NPC, our odds of getting an Olive Tree Cudgel dupe are not too low, so... If he could just show up, that would be wonderful. You're gonna give me my dear friend. Okay, no, you're not. I'm used to her trying to fuck me over. Me and her, we have a bit of a tug-of-war relationship. Today, she was nice. Alright. I don't even know what we're looking for at this point. We'll know when we see it. Pivot from this. That's what it is. Too late for you. Too late for any of that. No. Though I could take this and buy revenge. Oh, no, I couldn't. Our pistols are full. No. Alright, we save our money here. The last shop is our only hope. If we have to keep the magic stuff, it's not a big deal, because the magic stuff is doing fine. It just could be better. We could take Pain and Despair. I think it might be a very rare chance for me to take it. I can take Rapidity off the pedestal and buy, like, Heirloom. What's this giving me? Mana Cycle? Mana Cycle is pretty important. Oh, yeah, and we also lose Heirloom. Okay, yeah, never mind. I don't think that's the play. That ain't it, Chief. Why do I hear thunder? Dude, the sun's out. What the fuck? I got the weather radar in a minute. Is that thunder? What is that? What is that noise? Let me look out the window after this. Okay, can you, like, stop, dude? You lose, I win, it's over, it's been over. And I mean the whole run. Like, everyone should stop fighting me and let me win. Alright, let's have a look outside real quick. BRB. It was the garbage truck. They got the garbage. Shoutouts to the service workers. You guys rock! Where would we be? Okay. Lots of bone shards at the end. Got a little bit of HP scaling in there. I think we're probably going to be stuck with the magic stuff. It's fine. Like I said, I think we have, what, 500 damage % in the magic direction or something like that. Yeah, that's more than enough to make it useful. As you can see, we're very strong. Ooh, you know what? I should add into my max HP fully. I wasn't even thinking about the value gain from. Oh, come on, John. I was even thinking about the value gain from the Hand of Glory. We're almost maxed out on it anyway. This could be takeable over what we had, but it's not going to be good on Ninja. But it's probably better than this. It has Mana Cycle on it. Fuck it, why not? Why the heck not? No good curses, dude. That sucks. I guess instead, I could take Predicted Pain. We take, like, Weakness Exposure, Predicted Pain. We're doing enough skill damage, I think, to justify it. It's not going to be that good. Maybe, no, we're going to take Predictable Pain. Unfortunately, we didn't get any good curses, but we have enough damage amp. Oh, yeah, wait, I want to do this. Alright, now we're done. We can do this. Alright, kind of awkward Arachna scaling, but what are you going to do? Still good damage overall. Just lacking that oomph that a curse would give a run like this. You show up at the last second. Interesting. I don't think it's worth taking. Like, this is better. All my other dual items are really good. So we'll pass. What's in the box? Nothing good. Alright, cool. Here's my kit. I'm going to go over the items. If you need to pause the video and read what an item does, you may do so. Here I go. And I'll also be going over the dark abilities too. And I'll show Medusa as well. I always say though, if you want to read what skulls do, go to the wiki. Because you're shit out of luck, bub. It's way too much to read. Like, I'd have to, like, it's too much. Because then you have to do the skills too. It's not happening. Here's the stats though. It's good. It's good stuff. I don't know if I made the right call. Oh, also, what's this item up here? I forgot to check these items. There might have been something good up there at some point. But, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I don't know if I made the right call with getting rid of the Mage's Necklace. I think it's like a in the weeds decision regardless. But it could be possible that just keeping the Mage's Necklace was good. Because I don't think this Mana Eater is going to be that good personally. It's like fine on champion as long as I make sure to use it. Like here, I need to make sure I use it. But I don't really basic attack that much on my ninja, and I certainly don't min-max basic attacking in between my skill casts, so we'll see what happens. I mean, I think it's going to be noticeable regardless. Oh, alright, good stuff. It's been a good run so far. As long as I'm careful, it should end a good run. Okay, we're strong enough to kill him before he ults. So that's a good sign. Certainly a sign that the run is doing just fine. Also, I underestimated my ability to min-max in between skill casts on Ninja. Especially with the one where I'm on the ground and it's a multi-stack skill. I can definitely min-max with that. It's no big deal. So I think the Mana Eater actually is going to work out pretty well. I'll just stand here and take that 29. Oh, Meatball, you decided to show up, huh? So here's a trick I can show with the Meatball real quick. If you... Oh, wait, can I show it? Nope, he just died. Well, actually, I think it worked. Basically, if you stun the Meatball, it disappears immediately. So always keep that in mind. If you're scared of the Meatball and it shows up and you don't know what to do, if you have any source of stun, just hit it once, it disappears. It's an interesting glitch. I think I know how it works. I think when you stun an enemy, it knocks them out of their attack pattern that they're in and sends them to their next attack pattern. It's how you can like skip phases, like phase transitions with Medusa, or any stun for that matter. And I think the Meatball has exactly 2 attacks. One is where it shows up and launches the waves, and the second attack it has is it destroys itself. So when you stun the Meatball, it immediately sends itself into its destroy itself phase. Anyway, Duel Plus damage, so we'll read all of Duel together. Damage is amplified by 1.5% when attacking an enemy up to 15%. The effect only applies to one enemy at a time. And then once you get Duel 4, it goes up to 45%. And then when you get Duel Plus, if you get the 45% maximum stack, it does it again for 7 seconds, cooldown 7 seconds. So when you reach 45% with Duel Plus, you get immediately another additional 45%, which means you can have 90% damage amplification against an enemy. One thing to note, though, very important about Duel, also that was an accident, is if you're going into the Dark Skull fight, make sure that the dummy back there does not have the duel mark on it, because you can only apply Duel to one enemy, and the dummy is in the same room as Dark Skull. So if you have that on the dummy, you won't be able to apply Duel to Dark Skull, and that is pretty devastating if you're missing your enhanced inscription for the entire Dark Skull fight. So. Okay, so we're obscenely strong. I'm going for the Giga kill on this guy. I'm killing him. Okay, well that's... maybe I should be more careful. Okay, well I've already committed to it, so we're going for it. Yeah, I think we're getting the giggle here. Yeah, just barely. I'm not scared of the giggle. I just like to dodge it because it's slow. I know perfectly well how to dodge this Giga ult. It's not even a problem for me. So yeah, as you see, I don't dodge it because I'm scared of it. I dodge it because it's slow. But we're done, so we're taking, of course, the Tibia. Because the Tibia is obscenely overpowered. We all know this. We're all well aware of the Tibia's power by now. At least I hope we are. Unless you're new. In which case, after you move 50 steps, the Tibia is a debuff that you can apply to the enemy, that when it's on the enemy, they every hit done to them is a critical hit, including item damage, which is normally not a thing you can do. So if you're ever wondering why I value the Tibia as highly as I do, it's because of that. The Tibia is, like, without a shred of doubt, the strongest thing in the game by a lot, to the point to where I don't even know why they made the other bone items, because they're all terrible in comparison to the Tibia. Like, the Tibia is just that obscenely strong. It's strange to me how strong it is. I feel like there should just be one item you can take down there, and it's the Tibia. That's even if you don't have item damage, because it makes every hit a critical hit. And critical hits, excuse me, are 50% damage amplification in and of themselves. And most of the items down there don't even give 50% damage amplification. If they do, it's really conditional, whereas with Tibia, you only have to move 50 steps. That's nothing. Especially if you have the ninja, like, he can get the Tibia up in 2 seconds flat, dude. He doesn't even have to think about it. Get down here, bitch. You're fucking dead. Owned. Owned and pwned. Whew. What a way to get woken up in the morning. Have a Giga run. Absolutely goated. GG's. Did we get it? I don't know if we got the orb victory screen. Alright, cool. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a really good one. Look at that. GG's, man. Yeah, dude. That's what happens when you get a ninja with ability spam items. Although I am going to clickbait with champion because for one, I use champion a lot anyway, so it's not even that much clickbait. This is definitely ninja's run, but people don't like when I spam ninja, or at least I don't think they do. 1% of my audience doesn't like it. But look, here's the thing, guys. Ninja's really strong. And he shows up a lot for me for some reason. I have trouble finding like every other unique skull except Ninja because he shows up all the time. And it's like, what am I going to do? Say no to my favorite character who I love and is strong and is really good with my favorite archetype, which worked out perfectly on this run? Like what? I'm I'm only human, guys. I can only say no to so many things. But yeah, dude. The only complaint I have about this run is the no curses. Everything else, chef's kiss. Duel Plus is a really strong enhanced inscription, and all of my duel items are very good. I have every ability spam item I could ask for. I'm trying to think if I'm missing any. I don't think I am. I guess Branches of Destruction. That's the only one I would have liked that I don't have. Wish I could have made the mixed damage work better, but it's fine. You know, we got really strong monotype scaling, and that's more than enough. I just really like mixed damage, obviously. You guys know this. And I wish Champion was... Oh, I accidentally hit my keyboard. I wish Champion was stronger. That's my biggest complaint about this run. I wish the devs would listen to me, but they won't. So, it is what it is. I could make Okay, actually... I think I could make a really strong champion. The thing about champion is I think he needs to be reworked from the ground up. I don't think you can I don't think that you can keep champion in his current state and balance him to be good, cuz even then he's literally, if you keep this version of champion and just fix him, then he's just mage still. And we'd like to have diversity in skulls, I would imagine, at least. So we'll see what they do with their next game. Hopefully it's Skul 2, and hopefully they learn some of their lessons from this game. I trust Southpaw to make a good game, but we're also a ways out from that, so it is what it is. And with that, I don't really have much else to say, so thank you guys for watching. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you again in the next one. Bye-bye.